Every morning you wake up and reach for that phone. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you aren't just resting, you are signing a contract to sell out your own future. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But take a hard look. What is actually controlling you? The latest drama, or the crippling fear of being judged? If you don't break these 5 toxic habits right now, 2026 will be nothing more than a darker, wasted version of last year. Do not listen to this as a news report. Listen to it as a declaration of war. Habit 1. Procrastination. Stop calling it waiting for the right time. Call it what it really is: cowardice. You buy dozens of courses, you read stacks of books, but you never actually start. Why? Because in your mind, preparing gives you a false sense of security, tricking you into believing you're making progress. But Stoicism teaches us a hard truth: only action creates reality. Look at Stephen Pressfield, the author of The War of Art. It took him decades to finally start writing professionally. He drove taxis, worked as a laborer, and ran from place to place, all because he was terrified of sitting at that desk and facing a blank page. He called it resistance. Procrastination isn't about being lazy, it's about being paralyzed by the fear of judgment. In history, Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world at the time, struggled to leave his warm blankets every single morning. He had to remind himself, "I am rising to do the work of a human being." If a Roman emperor had to fight the urge to stay in bed, you are not alone. But the difference is, he chose action, while you keep hitting the pause button. You say you want to launch a business, or simply go for a walk. You buy the gear, you read the manuals, you watch this video, but you haven't broken a sweat yet. That is fake preparation. Instead, use the 5-second rule. The moment the instinct to act rises, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Stand up immediately. Do not give your brain a chance to negotiate. Let the action come first. The feelings will follow. Habit 2. Distraction. In 2026, the attention economy will be even more brutal. You think scrolling for 15 minutes is harmless? It's not. You are actively training your brain to be weak. When you can't focus on a book for more than 5 minutes without reaching for your phone, you have lost the capacity for deep thought, the only weapon that allows you to stay ahead in this society. Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Distraction is a low-dose narcotic. It helps you forget that your life is stuck in neutral. You would rather watch someone else's life on a screen than face the emptiness of your own room. Contrast that with Mike Tyson in his prime. His secret wasn't just the punch, it was his extreme, singular focus. When he was in training camp, the outside world ceased to exist. No parties, no distractions. The moment he lost that focus was the exact moment his career began to spiral. Here is the solution. Build a fortress of the mind. Turn off the notifications, delete the junk apps. Learn how to sit still in an empty room and do absolutely nothing. If you do not master your own attention, someone else will use it to get rich off of you. Habit 3. Addiction to comfort. Modern society is designed to make you as comfortable as possible. Fast food delivered to your door, air conditioning everywhere, and endless entertainment. But comfort is the dead zone of growth. Muscles only grow when they are torn under pressure. Your soul is no different. If you always choose the path of least resistance, you are transforming yourself into a weak creature, destined to crumble at the first sign of a life crisis. I dare you to do things that make you uncomfortable every single day. Take a cold shower, skip a meal, walk instead of driving, or practice a skill that you are absolutely terrible at. Look at David Goggins, a modern icon of the Stoic spirit. He doesn't run because he loves it. He runs because he hates it. He wants to torture his lazy ego every day so it never gains the upper hand. Why is this necessary? So that when real adversity strikes, when you lose your job, when you are abandoned, or when you face an accident, you will not break. You will be used to fighting in harsh conditions. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Habit 4. Explaining yourself. Are you living your own life, or are you just performing a role for an audience? Our greatest mistake is wasting precious energy explaining our choices to people who couldn't care less about us. Are you worried about what your cousin thinks of your new business? Are you afraid your friends will laugh at you because you've started living like a Stoic? Epictetus taught us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Real maturity begins the moment you realize that other people's opinions don't pay your bills or heal your pain. They only see the surface. You are the one who has to live with the results. Look at Elon Musk in the early days of SpaceX. The entire world, even his own heroes like Neil Armstrong, criticized him and claimed he would fail. Musk didn't waste time arguing. He just quietly launched rockets. Once those rockets hit the sky, every explanation became unnecessary. Stop justifying yourself. Stop posting everything on social media just to wait for those likes. Work in the shadows. Let your success make the noise for you. A warrior does not need anyone else's permission to pick up his sword. Habit 5. Avoiding responsibility. This is the most dangerous habit of all. Blaming the government, blaming the economy, blaming your parents, or blaming a traumatic past. Yes, those things might be true. Perhaps you truly were treated unfairly. But clinging to a victim mentality is like drinking poison and waiting for your enemies to die. It doesn't make you better. It only keeps you frozen in place while the rest of the world moves on without you. Stoic philosophy divides the world into two parts: what you can control and what you cannot. You cannot control being born into poverty, but you have absolute control over whether you die in poverty, both in wealth and in spirit. Look at Viktor Frankl, author of Man's Search for Meaning. He was thrown into Nazi concentration camps. He lost his wife, his parents, and everything he owned. In the darkest depths of that prison, he realized one thing: the Nazis could take everything from him except one thing, the last of the human freedoms, the right to choose one's own attitude in any given set of circumstances. He took full responsibility for his mind while his body was in chains. Are you complaining about your weight while still eating sugar? Complaining about poor health while refusing to move? That is the victim mentality. Stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start saying, "This is happening for me." Every hardship is an exercise designed to forge your character. Take 100% responsibility for everything in your life, even the things you didn't cause. That is the only way to attain absolute power. Conclusion. My friend, 2026 is not some distant milestone. It is happening right here, in this very moment. These 5 habits are like invisible chains. You can choose to keep wearing them and complain about the weight, or you can use the discipline of Stoicism to break them apart. No one is coming to save you. There is no miracle waiting for you overnight. There is only you, armed with new choices and new disciplines. If you feel these words striking the warrior within you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's a simple way for us to build a community of people choosing an awakened life. We do not walk this path alone. Leave a comment below right now. I choose action. Don't just type it for fun. Write it as a sacred vow to your own soul. I'll see you on the path of the Stoic warriors. Stay strong, stay stoic.